So here we are in the To SP. We've got a good map and we're in a tier 7 game. There are tier 6s as well and we're top of the tree, so in this monster of a tank. I still think a lot of players, oh god, really? A lot of players struggle with this thing. They don't know where to pin it, but it's pretty standard really. It's got the normal weak points, which are the lower plate and the coupler on top. Oh, what is it with people in this? Really, you're going to park there? That's not a good idea. Yeah, well, we'll get there eventually, but yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying earlier. A lot of players do struggle with this thing, but if you do shoot it in the lower plate, anybody can basically pin you. So it is best to try and go hull down, but you don't have to necessarily, because a lot of players just seem to still not know where to shoot you. Okay, here we go. Oh, the little poodle. Now, good tank, the poodle. He's probably trying to shoot. Now he's shooting low. But too late, he's dead. I'll let all these guys get through. They're clearly not going to make way for me. This is part of the problem with playing lower tiers. I guess tier 7 is almost getting to the higher tiers. It is a tier that I really enjoy. And partly because of tanks like this. I think it's because all the tanks at tier 7 and 6 particularly, you've got a bit of a chance with, even tier 5 to some extent too. You can generally pen and be pen, so it does make it an even competition, where some of the higher tier stuff, there are some really powerful tanks with impenetrable turrets and all sorts of stuff. Alright, we'll load the good stuff for this guy just in case he decides to come out. Okay, game's going very even. Now what's good about this tank? Well, the gun. The gun is really nice. You have a rapid fire gun. You can't see it on here, but the DPM of this tank is quite high. It's in the order of, I think, around about 7-second reload. It's a 100mm gun and it does about, I think, 320, 310 damage. We'll check that out in a second. Anyway, we'll go up and try and take on this little guy's holding our guy's back. He's got very good gun depression, but that's not going to work when we're right up on top of him. He also knows how to pin us, and that gun is a 90mm. We've got to make sure we totally took him out, which we do. I think we're a bit lucky, but very important to there's an ace horn back there somewhere. Now let's get rid of, here we go again. Everybody just wants to drive in front of me today. Luckily, it's not just my own team that are driving in front of me, it is also the enemy team. Now let's see what we can do to this guy. So we get a bounce, we get one into him. Oh, go on, get out of it. I know you want to fight. It's very frustrating at times. I guess I just frustrated the guy that just shot me in the back. But anyway, oh, and the Nason's still there. Take him out. So what are we up to now? 2,380 damage. I think we've now got 5 kills, and we know that enemy tier 7 TD is out there. Now they've won the other flank. He's there somewhere, he's looking at me. Oh, and he fires. That's good. Let's get one into him. Now he's got the same sort of problem. He doesn't have really a big coupler on top, but his lower plate is his weak point. The rest of his tank's very strong. And he's got quite a significant HP advantage. Anyway, let's go back and Oh yeah, there's a T-34. There's a couple of tanks whizzing around. Not really sure where they are, but we know they all pushed through on this other flank. I suspect they're trying to come up behind our guys. We've got... oh, here we go. Sit still. Thank you, there's our top gun. Yeah, so anyway, this gun is very nice, and if we have a look at the penetration values, so 320 damage as I thought, 205 pen on the standard, and 244 on the Super AP round. So that's good enough to compete at tier 8. Oh, God. And there's another guy just drove straight. Then he says thanks a lot after he drives straight through the back of me. Anyway, I suppose we helped them out. Now, the other good thing about this, I mean, of course, is the frontal armour. The frontal armour is 250mm thick on the superstructure. And the upper plate is fairly well angled, so that's also hard to pin. He's going to try and flank us, I'd say. He's going to try. I could have probably rammed him then, that might have stopped him, but he didn't manage to get round anyway, and we get him as well. So there's 7, and there's only one left, and he's surrounded. We'll look at that, 300. That's a nice sort of level for me to take out possibly one shot. And yes, we get the full 311. And that was 8 kills, a Radley Walters, and yippee, that was my first ace in this tank. It's taken quite some time, but that was a very enjoyable game. And here's the results from that game. So 4,500 damage, 8 kills. We got the Radley Walters, we got a Top Gun of course, and a high caliber. In terms of our team and what the other team did, the other tier 7 TD did relatively well, but he did put himself right out in the middle of the field, which was a strange thing to do. That probably limited his overall performance. And yeah, we did. It's always good when you more than double the nearest one of your team members for damage and for XP as well. Doesn't happen that often with me. I'm not that good of a player, but yeah, that was a very satisfying game. Almost made money too. Still lost a little bit because we did fire a lot of premium rounds, and oh well, I'm not going to apologise for it. That's what they're for, firing, and they work very effectively. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that game. It was really nice to play. Thank you.